Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make an Irish lamb stew using just a couple of ingredients. I've been living in Ireland for 2 years now and I've had all kinds of really tasty stews all over the country, and it just makes the perfect warming winter meal. We're still in the middle of winter here and it just has been a wonderful time to have all kinds of stews, and a really traditional authentic Irish stew doesn't need to be complicated. It can just have just a couple of ingredients, and I've written a blog post which I'll leave down below which has my step-by-step instructions and the basics that I like to always include in my stew, and lots of ideas for additional ingredients if you want to be a little more creative and have a few different flavors in your stew. And be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more videos, comment too, let me know if you give the stew a try and any other stew recipes you'd like me to share. So let's talk through all the ingredients quickly and then get cooking. So I've got Irish stewing lamb in Dunn's store here in Ireland. We get 3 packs for €10, so each pack is 300 grams, so it's just under a kilo of lamb. It really just depends how many people you're feeding, how much leftovers you want, how much you'd like to cook. I'm going to cook all of the lamb and then it's a meal for today and leftovers for days as well. I like to include potatoes in my stew. If you want it to be low carb friendly, you could use cauliflower, broccoli instead, but the whole family just love it with potatoes and it gives it a nice thickened quality too. And carrots as well. For me, the basics in an Irish stew are potatoes and carrots, and so we've got some carrots. It gives some colour to an otherwise quite dull coloured dish, and some nutrition as well. And but again, if you'd rather it to be low carb friendly, just keep the carrot and the potatoes out and have broccoli, cauliflower. You could add in any other veggies you like to, but that'll all be in the blog post down below. And for flavour, I've got some garlic and onion too, but you could also add in leek if you've got them, turnips, parsnips, lots of other options as I said. But I'm going to get started by browning all of my lamb. It just depends on the size of the pot you're using, whether you can fit everything in and brown it all in one go or do it in batches. It is up to you. I like to do mine in batches, as you'll see next. So I've got my saucepan here. I've popped some coconut oil in. It's pretty cold, so it's going to heat up, and once it's nice and hot, then we'll add in the first batch of lamb. While the saucepan's heating up, I have opened up all the packages of lamb and I've generously salted all of the meat so that it just starts to tenderize. And you can add salt, pepper, any other seasoning you like to taste now and through the cooking process to build flavor too. The coconut oil is nice and hot, so we're going to add in the first portion of meat and we'll get that browning. We'll just give it a toss around and get it to brown on all sides. The first batch of meat is pretty much browned, so we'll move it off to a plate and brown the second batch. So I've got my plate full of brown meat, and I've very roughly chopped up one of those red onions and garlic, and I'm just going to very quickly brown soften the veggies in all the cooking juices from the meat. And once that's all browned, we'll add the meat back into the pot. So you can see all of the flavour from the meat is there bubbling away. We'll add in the onion and garlic, and we'll just let that cook for a minute or two. I'm happy with how the veggies have browned. Smell so good. So we'll add the meat back in and give it all a nice toss through to get all the flavours combined. And then pour over your liquid of choice. I have gone for just water, and we're going to just cover it up. You can add in stock, you can add in a bit of Guinness if you want to go for the full authentic Irish flavour. But what I like to do is I've just covered it up with water. You could use stock as well, a bit of wine, totally up to you. And I'm going to bring this up to the boil, and once it's bubbling, reduce it down to simmer and let it slowly cook for an hour and a half. And that point we'll add in the potatoes and carrots, otherwise they'll just disintegrate to nothing. I like to just cook them for the last half hour or so of cooking, and they get beautifully cooked, absorb all the flavour without turning to mush. So I'm going to bring this up to the boil, as I said, reduce it down to a simmer, and then let it cook for 1.5 hours, and I will show you next adding in the veggies. The lamb stew has been bubbling away for an hour and a half. You can see that the meat has become quite nice and tender, so I'm going to add in the carrots and potatoes. So I've got my potatoes and carrots here. I'm going to peel and chop my carrots. You can peel carrots as well if you want, but I'm going to leave them unpeeled and just chop them all up and add them into the stew as I go. So I've peeled and very roughly chopped the first potato, and I'm going to add it into the stew. And then I'm just going to keep chopping and peeling potatoes and carrots until there's enough added to the stew as I'm happy with. I've added in all potato I'm happy with, probably about 750 grams. It's not the whole bag of potatoes, but I'm happy with that potato to meat ratio. And I'm also bringing the saucepan up to a bubble again, so I've made it a bit hotter, and I'm just going to chop up the carrots now. I've got 4 carrots over here. I'm ready to chop up and we'll add them in next. So I've chopped 4 carrots into rounds and now we'll add them into the stew. So I've got the stew slowly coming back up to boil. We'll add in the carrots and we'll stir it all through. So we'll stir it all through, get it all distributed amongst the stew, and I'm going to bring it back up to simmer and let it bubble away gently for a final half an hour, and then it'll be done. And the Irish stew has been bubbling away for a final half an hour. The meat is super tender, potatoes are falling apart, carrots too, so it's done, and I'll move it into bowls. And there you go, I've got a big generous portion for myself, and there is enough for the family and days worth of this beautiful stew. The meat is just meltingly tender, and those veggies perfectly cooked too to balance it all out, and that broth, the soup that it's kind of made, is just lovely and delicious and flavorful too. But that is my recipe for today for Irish lamb stew. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more videos, comment too, let me know if you give the stew a try and any other Irish recipes you'd like me to share. I've been living here 2 years, as I said, and I've had all kinds of Irish food experiences, and I'll plan to share more on the channel too. And remember to check down below for the link to the blog post, which has the full step-by-step instructions and loads of variations for how to make the perfect, authentic, traditional Irish stew. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.